Are you curious as to what personally is going to happen to you in 2021? If you are, you're in the right place. I just did a world prediction numerology video, and if you haven't checked that out, go look at it now so you can see the vibration the whole universe is moving into in 2021. Now that you're back, let's get personal. On a world level, things are going on, but on a personal level, things happen for you as well. Sometimes what's going on with me personally isn't vibing with what's going on in the world. And that's because your personal number can be different than the universal or the world number. Now, we know in 2021, the world's going in a 5 vibration, but what vibration are you going into? Hi, I'm Jeremy Ryan, your soul coach, hoping you're healing deeply and living fully. And the way you're going to figure out your personal year number is to take your month and day of birth and add it to the number 5, because 5 is the universal year number. So once again, to figure out your personal year number for numerology, which is going to tell us what areas of your life are going to be activated, take your month and day of birth and add it to 5. So for me, I was born on September 21st. So I would take 9 plus 2 plus 1, and then I'm going to add it to the number 5. And when I add all those numbers together, I'm going to reduce it to a single digit, and mine comes out to an 8. So my personal year is going to be a number 8, and I'll get to that a little bit later in the video. But for now, stop the video, figure out what is your personal year number, come back, and we're going to see what 2021 has in store for you personally. Welcome back. If you did it right, you should have taken your month and day of birth and added it to the number 5, and that gave you a number. Now, what I want you to do now is to reduce that number down to a single digit, somewhere between 1 and 9. Well, how do I reduce the number? It's very simply, whatever number you got by adding your month, day, and year, you take that number, let's say it was the number 14, now you add 1 plus 4 and it equals 5. So let's get whatever number you got by adding your month, day, and year and reduce that back down to a single digit 1 through 9. Now that you know what your personal year number is, we can see what the future has in store for you in 2021. On a side note, you want to have a little fun with your family and friends, you can play, personal psychic. Because if you know their birthday, you'll be able to know what personal year they're going into. So you're going to know what activities, what themes are going to be popping up for your family and friends in 2021. So that's a lot of fun. I won't tell anyone that you're not really a psychic. But then again, maybe you are. All right, here we go. Personal year number 1. Man, this is a great year for you because 1 is all about new beginnings, new horizons. We're already moving into a 5-year universally with a lot of travel, moving and change. But you definitely, with also having a personal 1 year, could see yourself moving across country, moving to a new house, a new location. Not only are we moving or changing our career or job, we're also maybe dating someone new, a serious new relationship. 1 is all about new beginnings. You let go of the past in 2020. 2020 was a lot of endings. 21 is your new beginning. It's almost like a brand new decade for you. It's all fresh, it's all new, but it's up to you. It's up to you to be independent enough, assertive enough, ambitious enough to chase your dreams, to make your dreams a reality. So if you want a promotion, ask for it. You want a different job, send out the resume. You want a date, ask her out. The more assertive you are, the more confident you are, the more you go after what you want without hesitating, you're going to win more and more this year. Now, what'll happen is if you're a more laid back person, you need to have the energy to be more aggressive in a 1 year. The universe will open doors of opportunity if you first show the effort. So put some effort into going about changing your life. So in a 1 year, a lot of changes. These changes are good for you. They're needed for you. And I'm excited. So in the comments later, come back this year and tell me, yeah, I moved, or yeah, I started a new job, or yeah, there are positive things that are changing in my life. Personal year number 2. Personal year number 2 is all about love, baby. What is 2? 2 is union. Two is love. Two is connecting. And so sometimes things slow down in a 2 year. Why is this slowing down? Because you just came out of a 1 year. So last year you might have started a new job, might have had a new relationship, you might have moved. And so this year you're having to water the seeds that you started planting. So in a 2 year, it's all about details. It's all about structure. It's all about just consistently being sensitive to the needs of the people that you're working with and the needs of your family and friends. So you'll be much more sensitive in 2021, which is good because it makes you intuitive. It makes you kind of feel things on a very energetic level. But don't be too sensitive. You could get your feelings hurt a lot easier. So ask yourself, am I being a little too sensitive right now? And that will help you not take things so personally. So this is a great year to, get the details done. Sit down and really figure out, where am I with my finances? Where am I on track with where I'm wanting to go with my life? The more detail oriented you can be, the more you're going to be able to set yourself up for success. But outside of that, work on that heart chakra. Work on opening up your heart, feeling love, expressing love. It is a very loving year, a very forgiving year. This is a good time to forgive people that have hurt you, because love is about forgiveness. Love is about letting go, but also embracing. So embrace people in your life. Slow down to embrace your family, to embrace your husband, to embrace your girlfriend. You just are moving into a much, much more loving year in 2021. Personal year number 3. All right, baby. Welcome to a 3 year. A 3 is all about communication. So if you're in the communication field, writing, teaching, publishing, speaking, man, this is your year to really see things take off. Even if you're not in the communication field, you're going to see yourself doing a lot more emails, talking to a lot more people, having a lot more conversations. 3 is about speaking your truth. So it's really this coming year in 2021, it's about saying what you really feel, sharing what you really think, not holding back your brilliance. Some people, they hold back their star power. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to express. Don't hold back your thoughts. Don't hold back what you believe. Don't hold back what you know. You need to share that knowledge, share that information, share those feelings. The more you share, the more success you will have. The more you express, the more you'll be at peace. If you start feeling stressed in 2021, make a video, write a blog, do something creative, because 3 is all about creativity. So this is a very creative year. 3 is about making new friends. So you should see, get out there and make new friends. It's time to widen your circle of friendship. 3 is all about laughter, humor. So make sure you're watching those comedies. Make sure you're watching those shows that make you belly ache. Go to the comedy club. We want joy. So in 2021, for a 3 personal year, there's a lot more joy, a lot more happiness, a lot more laughter. These are good things. But what you want to watch out for is that you don't become a people pleaser, that you're not seeking everyone's approval. 3 is about speaking your truth. And if you're going to speak your truth and live your truth, you can't be a people pleaser. You can't be a people pleaser. So for those of you that are naturally seeking the approval of other people, you may have times this coming year where you're challenged to stand up for your truth. Because every time you don't speak your truth, a little part of your soul dies. We don't want your soul dying. We want your soul thriving. And for your soul to thrive, you got to speak, communicate, share your truth, tap into your creativity, tap into your art. It's a phenomenal creative communication year. All right. Personal year number 4. If you're going into a 4 year in 2021, this is going to be one of the busiest years of your life for work, plan. There's a thing called plan your work and work your plan. It's all about getting focused for your future. It's saying to yourself, what do I got to do in 2021 to set my life up for success? To set my life up for success. So this means a lot of you are going back to school. A lot of you are starting classes. A lot of you are going on to get that degree or that master's or that BA. Schooling is great right now. Getting a certificate is great right now. You want to learn new information that sets you up to get that pay raise down in the future. So this is a phenomenal time to also do family things. 4 and 6 usually represent family. So there could be a lot of things that you can do to bring the family back together, to create more bonding within the family. 4, though, really is about sitting down and structuring your life. So this is the time to say, is my closet clean? Is my garage clean? Are things in order? So order and structure are very important. If you notice from previous year, when you're in a personal 2 year, there's a lot of details. In a personal 4 year, we're doubling that up, that we've really got to get structured. We've really got to get a process. So even if you had a lot of great ideas last year, a lot of creativity last year in 2020, 2021 says, you got to structure your ideas. You got to make a process. To get a profit in life, you got to have a process. The better the process, the more the profit. So you really want to organize your life in a 4-year, plan everything, stick to a routine. What are the routines? What's your health routine? What is your work routine? The more you can create routines in your life and stick to those routines in this coming year, the more you're setting yourself up for success. All right, a personal 5-year and a universal 5-year. Wow, are you guys lucky? You're the type of people that you're always on sync, because your personal year always lines up with the universal year. So you are always good at knowing what the trend is. You're always good at knowing what the pulse of society is. I think it's phenomenal that you're in sync with the universe. So this means you're definitely seeing a lot of changes in your life. You're definitely either moving, changing jobs, dating, a lot of dating going on. Great year for sex, great year for networking. Go watch the video I did about my predictions for 2021 on the universal level. That absolutely applies to you. My caveat for you is go with the flow of changes. If you try to resist the changes that are being forced upon you, it will turn into crisis. You do not want crisis coming up next year after coming out of a pandemic. If you don't want crisis, get out of your rut. Stop staying in a rut. Stop, you got to shake things up, shake things loose. You got to get momentum in your life. So 2021 is all about creating momentum, trying different things, being open to different cultures, being open to different experiences. This is it. This is it, to explore and be an adventurer. All right, phenomenal year for personal 5. Check out that universal year as well. All right, we're going into a 6-year personal year for those that are going to 2021. This is a great year if you're single to find your soulmate. A lot of single people, when you go into a personal year 6, it's a soulmate year for a lot of you. You can find the one. Now, if you're already married, what a personal year 6 is about, focusing on your marriage, focusing on the relationship. If there's things in the relationship that the both of you have not been discussing because you didn't want to fight, you don't want to keep going over it, and you kind of just put it on the back burner, those problems are resurfacing. Your relationship needs to be looked at. It needs to be talked about. Excuse me. Conflict is not about destroying your relationship. Conflict is about bringing understanding. And when we have understanding, we have intimacy. So in a personal 6 year, you want to create more intimacy in your relationships. Also in a 6 year, we're seeing you become more of a counselor to your co-workers, more of a counselor to your family and friends. You're almost like an armchair psychologist. People want your wisdom. So share that wisdom, share that advice. People, if they ask you for your opinion, give it, because you got the energy of wisdom on your side this coming year, sharing life wisdom. And I think that's great to be able to do that, to be a mentor to other people. Also, you can take on more responsibility. You can take on a management position. 6 years about management. So if you've been working a regular job and you like to move into management, this is a great year to do it. It's also a great year to focus on remodeling your home, staying closer to your home, gardening, doing things around the home. This is also the time that you might want to do local government. You might want to get involved in local charities. 6 is about local. So I know that a lot lot of times the number 9 is global, but 6 is local, meaning I can make a world difference by focusing on my community, my neighbor, my street, my home. What can you do locally to make the world a better place? 6 also has a lot to do with pets. So this is a great time to buy a pet, adopt a pet, get a pet. It's a phenomenal time for pets. Also, when we look in a 6 year, you just really want to focus on your health. You want to focus on eating healthy, having a better health routine, all these things. So it's a loving year for family, a loving year to find a soulmate, a year to strengthen your already relationships, and to definitely tap into your counseling ability and your local community being a leader in it. All right, let's go into number 7. You're going into a personal year of 7 in 2021. This is one of the most spiritual years that you will have. 7 is the number of enlightenment. 7 is the number of spirituality. 7 is the number of angels. 7 is the number of mystics and higher masters. So you definitely can have a profound spiritual experience this coming year. It's a very intuitive year. 7 is intuition. You want to trust your gut more than your head. Because in the 7 year, you can overthink. A lot of stress from overthinking and trying to figure out solutions to your problems. If you would just trust your instincts, trust your gut, that's going to be more right this year than just you trying to come up with a logical explanation. So don't let your head talk you out of what your heart knows. You don't need to be indecisive. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Also, you want to spend more time around water. Water is really going to calm your mind down. It's going to relax your energy. It's going to help you connect to that intuition. So take hot baths. Take hot showers. Go to the ocean. Take beach walks. Set up a fountain in your house that you can look at that calms you down. So we want to do meditation, prayers, mantras, chants. You know, this is why we're doing all this, because you know on a spiritual level that 2021 is for you to connect to your higher self and the deepest part of your soul. Your life is needing to be re-imaged, reimagined, revived, refocused, that are there, So there's a lot of solitude, a lot of downtime to re-image yourself, to see who am I really now? What do I want to, you're like that butterfly in the cocoon. I'm getting ready to come out of the cocoon, but what am I coming out as? What have I emerged as? So you really want to take time to do a lot of self-analysis, self-evaluation to see who you're becoming. You're no longer the same person. You're no longer who you used to be. You are evolving. And in 2021, you have a chance to connect to your higher power to see exactly what you're evolving into. All right. Number 8, personal year, 2021. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. If you've been needing some money, honey, this is your year. A 2021 personal 8 year is all about promotion, prestige. It's about finances and money and business. So a lot of people get a lot of money in an 8 year. A lot of people get recognized. They get promotion. And here's the funny thing. You may not be doing anything different. But what is different is people are finally seeing your value. They're finally seeing everything you have done, and they appreciate who you are. So expect a lot of recognition, respect, appreciation. You should want to be elevated. You should want to take on leadership roles. You'll make more money by taking on bigger titles. Even if you're not sure if you can do it, that's all right. Take the job anyways. You'll grow into it. You'll grow into it. They'll teach you along the way. So don't stop yourself from your progress, from taking on higher positions because you're worried if you could do it or not. No, you're meant to take on more responsibility this year. You're meant to take on more leadership this year. You're meant to go ahead and allow yourself to do business. If you've been thinking about creating your own business, starting your own business, being your own boss, phenomenal year in 2021 to be your own boss, which in life we all should be our own boss. That's really the best way to live. But Outside of that, it's about empowering others. You want to take your power to empower others. People are looking to you as an example. People are looking to you for for you to lead the way. So go ahead and do it. Lead the way. Take charge. This is a year where a lot of honesty and loyalty are front and center. You're going to want to be around loyal people. Loyalty is going to be a big issue for you. Honesty is a big issue for you. You're going to be more honest probably this year than you have been in many years. Why? Because you don't got time to waste. You got the energy of, what's the bottom line? What's the main point? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not waste time. Let's get to the heart of the matter so we can get things done. So if you know that you're going to be very honest, you're going to be very blunt, you're going to be very straightforward, just slow down once in a while and make sure that when you're communicating, you're not too blunt, that you're hurting other people's feelings, and you're not too forceful to where you're actually bullying other people. But that's the kind of energy you're going into. It's a take charge energy and get things done. So do all you can to make the money this year, to get the higher positions, and to be your own boss. Great year in number 8. Love it. All right. Now we're going into a personal year 9 in 2021. A 9 is all about higher consciousness, universal consciousness. It's about humanitarian projects. In 2021, you are going to feel more compassion to help disadvantaged people, marginalized people. Your heart's going to grow to be a part of a higher cause, a worthy cause. So we'll see you really doing things that give your life meaning, that give your life purpose, a higher purpose. On personal year 9, there's a lot of endings. So in 2021, there are some endings taking place because in 2022, you go into all new beginnings. But before you can have a new beginning, you have to have some endings. You'll feel these endings coming on. Don't resist them. If you resist the person that's breaking up with you, it's only going to hurt more. If you resist the job that is no longer going to be there, you're only going to hurt yourself more. Holding on tightly is only going to make your hands bleed. So you need to really just release anything that the universe is taking out of your life. The universe never takes anything out of your life that it isn't going to replace it with something better. And so you're not losing things is not a punishment. It's a graduation. This is a graduation year for you to bigger and better things, but it can be very emotional because when we graduate, we leave our friends behind, our family behind. And in some ways, there's things you're leaving behind because you're evolving into a higher being. You're evolving into, a more mature person, a person that's more connected to their highest good. So definitely give yourself time to feel your feelings. Give yourself time to process your feelings. Have supportive friends around that you can talk and share your feelings with. You don't want to isolate yourself just because there's a lot of endings going on. You want to get the support that you need so you can let go of things. The way I do it is I say, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for the lessons you taught me. Thank you for our time on this journey together. I wish you well. May you be blessed. May you be loved. May you be healthy on your next part of the journey. If we could all do that more often, we wouldn't look at breakups as a defeat, as a failure, as a mess up. And so I'm not saying that you definitely are going to get a divorce or you're definitely going to break up with your boyfriend or you're definitely going to lose your job. But there is some type of ending that takes place. Some people will lose a loved one. In a 9 year, a lot of times people pass on. So if grandpa or grandma are sick, don't put off visiting people that you love. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but we should never put off people that we love. We should always keep our hearts and our time available for the people that are important in our life. Don't take your family or friends for granted. Now, the good stuff in 9 is your creativity for music, for drama, for art. Your creativity is very highly charged. In 2021, you can produce a lot of healing, emotional healing. You will do a lot of emotional healing, but you can produce a lot of emotional healing in your music, in your art, in your poetry. So definitely, purge your feelings through your creativity. Journal a lot. Go dance. You want to really tap into the higher muse. That creativity is not only going to heal you, but when people listen to it, see it, read it, look at it, it's going to heal them as well, because 9 is a healing energy. 9 is a healing energy. So 2021 is a lot of healing going on in your emotions, and you yourself can do a lot of creative things that heal other people's emotions. And notice that any of the endings are only getting ready to bring in better things very soon into your life. Wow, that's all the personal years 1 through 9 that you can experience in 2021 with yourself, family, and friends. I also want to give a bonus personal year. If you did your month, day, and year and it came out to an 11, that's a special master number in numerology, and you don't have to reduce that number. If you did, it would come down to a 2, so it is a loving year for you. But 11 is a special master number for being the spiritual messenger. It's the person that uses social media to raise the consciousness of humanity. These are people that get insights and intuition from the spirit world, and they begin to share these messages with the world, and it causes people to elevate their thinking. So an 11 master number in 2021, your social media will expand. Anything in broadcast, radio, television, podcast, you want to be on the social media platform sharing your messages that you feel. It's about speaking hope. It's about speaking faith. It's about inspiring people to go after their dreams. You know, one of the most famous speeches of all, "I Have a Dream," by Dr. Martin Luther King. What was he able to do? He was able to inspire the world to embrace, at least America, to embrace the civil rights movement. The 11 number says you have a higher ability in 2021 to spread messages that unify the world, but also bring the world forward into the Aquarius age, forward into higher ways of being as a society. So it's a wonderful number. It's a loving number, but it's definitely a divine number of getting downloads from the spirit world to share with the rest of the world. And so that's very exciting. Also with that, 11 is also a lot about forgiveness too. So this is a time where you want to do forgiveness. A lot of people from your past could show up in 2021. It doesn't mean you need to get back with that boyfriend or you need to be best friends with someone you used to be friends with. What it does mean is they're showing up so you can forgive them, let go of all hard feelings, and have your heart be lighter. Also, it's a good time with an 11 to be with your father, do things with your dad, show your dad attention. If your father's done anything that has hurt you in the past, to forgive your father. So forgiveness in 2021 is going to be something that you're going to be able to do. If you haven't been able to let things go, you'll find the spiritual energy to reconcile a lot of that bitterness, that hurt, and that pain, and to release it finally. You also are going to be on fire with inspiration, intuitive information. You're just going to be excited about living again because you know that there's still dreams to make happen. There's still hope and faith, and there's still magical things can happen if we just keep believing in it. So it's a very magical, miraculous, and moving year for you in 2001 if you're an 11. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you can keep up monthly on what also is going with you monthly through astrology, numerology, and also you can grow your soul through my spiritual teachings. Namaste.